Hello, so today we're going to be playing some
Hello, so
we're really playing it. I'm going to be showing you a tutorial on how to make a Melodious Diva deck.
I'm going to be showing you a
pretty good
tutorial on
deck.
how to
I've
make
had it
a
since
Melodious Diva deck.
before Maestra even came out.
Pretty good deck. I've had it
I
since
got it in
before Maestra
ago.
even came out. I think I got it in
I got
long
it as a
time
real
ago.
card to have in Maestra. I highly recommend this deck.
I got it as a real card to have in Maestra. I highly recommend this
still
deck.
pretty good.
Right?
And it's even a bigger
girly,
flex
but
beating them with such girly cards.
in the end, it's still pretty good, and it's even a bigger flex.
Basically, the main point of this deck is to draw this card, Ostinato.
Basically, the main point of this deck is to draw this card, Ostinato.
And you want
to
bring out Bloom Diva the Melodious Choir.
Elegy Fusion Summon a monster.
That is probably
and you want to bring out Bloom Diva the Melodious Choir.
What the deck consists of.
That is probably your goal.
The deck consists of.
So let's get on to what the deck consists of.
Sonata,
the deck consists of Score the Melodious Diva.
Don't worry, I'll write
Sonata, the Melodious Diva. Free of both.
Summon a monk.
Don't worry, I'll write the deck list in description.
Summon a monk.
Summon a monk at 1.
You don't want too many of them. It does let you special summon a monster.
Summon a monk.
You don't want to just clog
your hand.
You don't want
too many of them. It does let you special summon a monster.
Like I said, this
you don't want to just clog your hand with it.
You have to
control
like I said,
like I said, this is a point of your deck, and
none
you have to
of your
control
monsters
no
can
monsters.
be targeted.
Aria,
card effects, or be destroyed by
battle.
battle.
Summon it. None of your monsters can be targeted by card effects, or be destroyed by battle. An overall, pretty useful card
in this deck.
Especially
Canon the Melodious Diva.
There's so many special summoning cards in this
you don't really
deck.
want. You only want one of it.
Canon the
don't
Melodious
need too much
Diva.
of it. If you control Melodious monster, you can.
You don't really want. You only want one of it. Don't need
you
too much of it. If you control Melodious monster, you can just summon this card from your hand. You can only special summon Canon the Melodious Diva once per turn.
Really, you don't really care about the effect except for the fact how easy it is
you
to
can
summon.
change battle position. Really, you don't really care about the effect except for the fact how easy it is to summon.
It's a fact you don't really end up using.
And Serenade,
it's just another monster
same
which you
thing.
need.
Don't really want. It's a fact you don't really end up using. It's just another monster which you need.
Opera, 2300 tank, summon it for level 4.
Opera, 2300 tank, summon it for level 4.
Solo the Melodious,
when you're desperate.
Melodious Songstress. At 3,
Solo the
pretty
Melodious,
decent card, 1600 attack.
Songstress. At 3, pretty decent card, 1600
attack. When this card is destroyed by battle when sent to the graveyard,
you
can special summon 1 Melodious monster.
When this card is destroyed by battle when sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 Melodious monster.
Overall, pretty solid card, only a normal. This overall deck is actually very cheap.
Pretty solid card, only a normal. This overall deck is actually very cheap. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
11 SRs and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
11
7,
SRs and
8, 9.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5,
which
6,
you don't even,
7,
which some of these are just
8, 9,
URs.
9 URs.
Just always have.
Which you don't even, which some of these are just
next
generic
is
URs,
Elegy, the
so
Melodious Diva, 2000 attack, and it
next is Elegy, the Melodious Diva, 2000 attack, and Electro monsters have extra attack, which just lets them gain 300 attack, which is just
I know it's strong, but the main reason why you're using
Shopina, the Melodious Maestra, I know it's strong, but the main reason why you're using it is because it's a Maestra monster, and you need it for fusion.
Don't really use it for other than that. That's why.
Same as you, another Maestra monster.
Got Raigeki.
Right. Don't really use it for other than that. That's why they're only at 1.
Destroys all monsters.
Got Raigeki.
I'm sure you know that.
Self-explanatory.
Destroys all spell.
Destroys all monsters your opponent control. I'm sure you know that.
Back in my
destroys all spell and trap cards you control. Harpie Severduster.
I remember the first time this game came out, I was just so shocked that Harpie Severduster was unbanned.
I remember the first time this game came out, I was just so shocked that Harpie Severduster was unbanned. Like, I had no idea. Once reborn, target 1 monster in either graveyard, just summon it.
You control to the graveyard,
pretty
summon
basic.
from
Transmodify,
your deck 1 monster with the same type.
You control to the graveyard, summon
in your graveyard,
your
but
deck
1 level
1 monster with the same type and attribute as
typically you would be
summoning
summoning Elegy with this effect.
1 level higher.
You
can only activate 1.
You
Typically you would be summoning Elegy with this effect.
If you have Sonata, then you could just do.
You have a level 3 monster here.
Aria.
If you have Sonata, then you could just do summon Aria.
Typically you end up summoning
Elegy,
which
you
adds
summon Sonata.
attack. Right.
Typically you end up summoning Elegy,
Sonata,
which adds attack, right?
Then you got Sonata, first movement solo. If you control no monsters, special summon 1 level 4.
And then you got solo, first movement
from your
solo.
hand or
if you
deck.
control no monsters, special summon 1 level 4.
Pretty solid card.
Melodious monster from your hand or deck. Alright. Pretty solid card
Either
at 3.
4 lower.
Necessity.
Aria. Maybe you can summon Sonata if you want some extra attack.
4 lower. Yeah, 4 lower.
Because you're not always going to draw this
maybe
card.
You can summon Sonata if you want
it's
some extra attack.
unfortunate, but this is true.
Because you're not always going to draw
have
this
some
card.
other backup plans.
It's unfortunate, but this is true.
Ostinato, if you
so it's
control
better to have some other backup
monsters, fusion summon 1 Melodious.
Ostinato,
basically,
if you control
no
monsters, fusion summon 1
during the
Melodious.
end phase of this
Basically,
turn, destroy the
let you
monster.
fusion summon a monster.
It doesn't really matter because this monster
during the end phase of this turn, destroy the monster.
It
doesn't really matter because this monster
same as hit her.
It tanks it and it makes it not destroyed by the end of the turn.
Her you don't
same
really
as
end
hit
up something.
her.
And I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Right, so it really doesn't matter.
Because you would
her you don't
typically
really
have
end up
Aria on the field or someone else who protects you on Melodious monsters.
Because you would
after
typically
that,
have Aria on the field or someone else.
You don't need to add this, but it's overall just a good card. Battle damage.
After that, it's the Sanctuary in the Sky. You don't need to add this, but it's overall just a good card. Battle damage
0. All battle damage.
Controller of a fairy type
monster. Which means if someone were to attack my solo with someone with like 20,
which means if someone were to attack my solo with
that'd be 1400 typically.
3000 attack
Sanctuary in the Sky.
Right, that'd be 1400 typically. But choosing the Sanctuary in the Sky, it becomes 0.
Except for
and most of your monsters here are fairy types.
Typically only have on the board.
Except for
really ever which
you typically only have on the board.
Celestial Transformation. This is if you need a quick monster on the board. Maybe you can combine it with Transmodify.
Celestial Transformation. This is if you need a quick monster on the board. Maybe you can combine it with Transmodify. Right, for that little combo.
Photon Lead. Summon 1 level 4 lower light monster from your
Photon Lead, summon 1 level 4 lower light monster from your hand in face-up attack position.
Typically, I wouldn't say to add these traps. Yep.
Extra monster on the field.
For some
typically,
people,
I wouldn't say to add these traps. Yep.
If you want to, you can.
For
add
some
them.
people, they really do like these traps.
Right.
If you want to, you can add them. They're not that
Magic Cylinder. Everyone knows what it does.
They're just a little trap.
Overall, I believe traps are bad.
Magic Cylinder, everyone knows what
people
like redirectional damage.
Sometimes it can be
overall,
useful,
I believe traps are bad. Yeah.
It's like because you're really gonna be in that pinch.
Sometimes it can be
where
useful.
They take away your monster.
It's like because you're really gonna be in that pinch where they take away your monster.
There's a point in time where they can destroy your monster and deal you damage.
Okay, or there's a point in time where they can destroy your monsters and deal you damage. That's very rare.
Come in clutch
but for those rare scenarios,
when a monster is summoned, destroy your monster
maybe
on the field. This is also really good because you don't want monster on the field. Destroy your monster on the field.
This is also really good because you don't want monster on your field. Let's say you draw Ostinato. You activate Torrential Tribute, or your monsters and your
Ojama Trio summons 3
get destroyed, so you can use Ostinato.
Tokens on this side of the field.
Ojama Trio summons 3
to summon their
tokens on this side of the field. Let's say they need a big board to summon their fusion monsters, synchro monsters, etc. Right? They need a big board.
Next is Solemn Judgement.
It just kind of covers up their board.
Everyone knows what it does. It negates.
Next is Solemn Judgement. Everyone knows what it does. It negates.
Your
at the
life points, half of it. But then again, it's like a motto I like to follow. My brother taught me about it.
But then again, it's like a motto I like to follow. My brother taught me about it. He always says it.
Right.
Life points don't matter
they're not at 0.
unless you're there
now
at
for
0.
the extra deck.
Right.
Extra deck. You don't even need half these cards.
Now
I
for the
reckon
extra
you
deck.
only need Bloom Diva.
Extra
if you're
deck.
rich enough,
you don't even need half these cards. I reckon you only need Bloom Diva.
If you want to,
and if you're rich enough,
Bloom Diva.
add free.
Okay.
Add free.
You
don't want to
need
add free Bloom Diva.
Bagooska.
Okay.
Yeah, I like Bagooska. And
you
I feel
don't
like Bagooska
need
can help.
Bagooska.
Right.
Yeah, I like Bagooska.
So
because
this deck is more of a let them attack you deck.
Right.
And then you
so because this deck is more of a let them attack you deck.
And then
you
don't really need it, but
so Bagooska is good for that.
It gives you monsters extra attack.
You don't really need it, but
because like almost every single monster
gives your monsters extra attack.
Light monsters almost.
Because like almost every single monster are light monsters almost. Because
obviously he's dark.
Not like
there's a lot more. Oh, they all like.
Obviously he's dark.
Yeah. Which gives them 400 attack and dark monsters lose.
Oh, they all like
attack.
Yeah.
Right, which
gives them 400 attack and dark monsters lose attack.
Once per turn.
Right, which is overall good.
While you're
while
you face up on the field, quick effect. You can target up to 3 cards in your any graveyard, banish them, and if you do this card gains 200 attack for each.
3 cards in your any graveyard, banish them, and if you do this card gains 200 attack for each. Right, gains attack.
Banish cards in the graveyard. Overall, a pretty good card. Right, it's a really good card. You still end up really using it.
Overall, a pretty good card.
Right, because if you don't summon
it's a really
her,
good card. You still end up really using it.
Right, gains 300 attack for each material.
If you don't summon her, you summon her.
It's fusion summon. This card
gains
can
300
make
attack
a
for
second
each
attack
material
during each battle phase.
It's fusion summon. This card can make a second attack
to the
during each
graveyard.
battle
You can
phase.
target one Melodious monster in your hand and add it to your
Card is sent to the graveyard. You can target one Melodious monster in your hand and add it to your hand.
Decent card. Don't really need it. While you control a face-up spell, you
decent card. Don't really need it. While you control a face-up spell, you
attach one material
cannot
from
target this card for attack. On the turn, you can attach one material from this card. This turn, this card can attack your opponent directly, but no
overall
other
pretty
monsters.
good card, sneaky little card.
But other monsters cannot attack.
It's just
overall pretty good card, sneaky little card. You can go for your
opponent. I'll tell you the cards. You always want to summon her.
You don't need to summon it. Don't always summon it. I'll tell you the cards. You always want to summon her. Then her.
They're pretty like
sometimes him, but her.
Make sure it's a good scenario before using them.
They're pretty like.
Right.
Make sure
and you might be
it's
like,
a good scenario before using them.
Schuberta, the Melodious Maestra. Sorry if I mispronounced
And you might be like,
that. And Bloom Prima, the Melodious Choir. They're both so good. Why wouldn't you want to summon
Bloom Prima, the Melodious
Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir. Its effect is
good. Why
amazing.
wouldn't
It
you
cannot
want
be
to
destroyed by battle or card effects.
Bloom Diva, the Melodious Choir. Its effect is amazing. It cannot be destroyed by battle or card effects.
If this card battles a monster,
battle damage from
after
attacks
damage
involving this card.
calculation, you can
this card
inflict
battles a
to your
monster,
opponent equal to the difference between the original attack of that opponent's monster and this card. And if you do destroy that monster, so basically, let's say
this
your opponent was using Blue Eyes again.
Destroy that monster.
Like another example.
Right, so basically, let's say
3,000 attack one star. Attacks Bloom Diva.
Right,
what's the difference? 1,000 minus 3,000.
3,000 attack one star. Attacks Bloom Diva. What's the difference? 1,000 minus 3,000 equals 2,000.
Difference is they take 2,000 life points and destroy their monster.
Difference is
worst case scenario, if they have a monster that can't be destroyed by battle. Worst case scenario, you're not getting destroyed. Don't worry. They take the life points.
Worst case scenario,
and
you're not getting destroyed. Don't worry. They take the life points.
As the case for Chaos Max, I believe that's how it works. They take 3,000 life points and add the 4,000
I believe that's how it works.
Right?
They take 3,000 life points and add the 4,000 attack.
Maybe it doesn't. I'm pretty sure it does.
That's the case of Chaos Max, but Chaos Max I believe
if you want to look for cards to make the deck even cheaper, maybe cut out Magic
If you want to look for cards to make the deck even cheaper, maybe cut out Magic
Transmodify
or Ojama Trio.
I reckon this is still pretty good.
Maybe cut out Transmodify.
First thing you want to get out of Bagooska.
This deck is very cheap.
Prima. Really,
first thing you want to get out of Bagooska.
Better to have two.
Prima,
I'd
really
only
one, but like,
just add two.
Better to have two.
Nothing less than two.
I'd add another Bloom Diva, but if you're poor, just add two. Nothing less than two. You're not gonna use the deck with one Bloom Diva.
It's a pretty good deck. I love it. Amazing
overall,
to use.
This is a deck.
Cheap.
It's a pretty good deck.
Right.
I love it.
And as you can see,
amazing to use.
I'm not
it's very cheap.
I can relate to you guys.
Right. And as you can see by my stats, I'm not someone who's rich. I can relate to you guys. I spend real life money on this game.
I don't have that many.
I'm not rich in this game, right?
I have a lot of. I've been playing the game since it first came out.
I've been playing the game since it first came out. And I've sold like every card I've had. Like look.
I'll dismantle some cards for you.
Wait, I dismantle these, huh?
Dismantle selected cards.
I'll dismantle some cards for you. Dismantle selected cards.
Yeah, I see some YouTubers end stuff like this. Now we need this.
Yeah, I see some YouTubers end stuff like this.
Okay, but
now we need this.
Ready?
Okay, but yeah.
That's cool. Tell me what tutorial I'm going to show you next. Another deck list.
Tell me what tutorial I'm going to show you next. Another deck list.
Heavy samurai.
I got some blue eyes. Right, some super heavy samurai, some Neos, Cyber Dragon. Right. Even good structure decks, right? If you're very cheap.
All sorts of blue eyes.
Some FTK red eyes, all sorts of red eyes, all sorts of blue eyes, all sorts of super heavy samurais. So some fun heal decks, some fun decks overall. Dark Magician decks, Heroes decks, you name it. Sacred Beast, like you name it, I got it. I'll make it. Okay, just put it in the comments, and I'll try my best to make the tutorial.